Hey, we are back. You're listening to the Cindy's Choice Show, and thank you for listening. If you're listening on 92.7 FM, we appreciate you very much. If you're listening on 95.3 FM HD4, we welcome you and listen and appreciate you as well. You may be a TuneIn radio listener. That's an app you can download and hear Nooga Radio all over the world and hear the Cindy's Choice Show all over the world. That's exciting. Shoutcast or YouTube. Hello, YouTube. We're back there. And Facebook as well. And Facebook is staying with us. So we're so glad for that. I am Cindy. It's Cindy's choice to make a positive impact in our community. I have a great community contributor with me here today with Andrew Zito with the Chattanooga Lookouts, a great contributor working with an organization that contributes greatly.
Absolutely. Pleasure to be here.
It's awesome. And it's Cindy's choice to be brave and make a difference. And that's a lot what this platform is used for. And we'll share a little bit more about that in the last few minutes of the show as well. But we did a quick shout out. We want to acknowledge Jim Brewer. I went ahead and honored him in the first half of the show. I will share that YouTube clip and I'll tag him because we do want to honor Jim Brewer, this major icon in radio, but just such a beloved citizen of the Chattanooga area. I did not get the privilege to meet him until just a few months ago, but he made a powerful impact in my life. He just really encouraged me. They actually shared a story. I was at the privilege of being in print. It's in the Pulse magazine that Brewer Media owns. And it's a very awesome magazine. I encourage you to check it out. And when he got wind of my story, he was just such an encourager. And not only did he message me a lot on Facebook and encourage me, but when I would see him in public, he would fist bump me. And then he would, he doesn't speak well. If you're not familiar, Jim Brewer had a major battle with jaw cancer for years. And so he doesn't speak well, but he would fist bump me. He would pound his chest, pound his heart, and just tell me that he loved my article, and he would just hug me and just, keep fisting at me to encourage me. And everything I'd heard about him was so true because there's a lot of people just like me that are just like, I barely know the guy and I can't believe the time he'll spend with me to inquire about what's going on with me and my family and so forth like that. So everything you've heard in that capacity about Jim Brewer is true. We lost a great citizen of Chattanooga yesterday.
I think that's the key. He did so much for this town. He gave his time, his love, his effort for this community. So thank you, Jim, for all you've done for us in the Chattanooga area and rest of the Brewer family. We're honoring Jim today. We're celebrating his life and we're thinking about you and we're praying for you.
And what a perfect way because of his involvement with the Lookouts as well. And I do want to remind folks that there's memorial donations can be made to the Oral Cancer Foundation, Chattanooga, or the Partnership for Families, Children and Youth, specifically the Domestic Violence Prevention Program. And if you need more information about that, you can definitely email me at cindy@cindyschoice.com, cindy@cindyschoice.com, and I can give you more information about those memorial donations on Jim Brewer's behalf. And God bless Sandra Brewer. God bless his daughters and family. And we just... what do you say? We love you. We love you and we support you. And there's constant prayers on your behalf. And now in honor of Jim Brewer, we're going to celebrate the Lookouts.
Let's talk sports.
I love it. And I am a sports lover. I can get into anything. I'm from Dallas, Texas. So we have that in common. Your dad lives in Houston, right?
Yep.
I spent the last 7 years before I came back to Chattanooga. I'm a Chattanooga by choice. In Houston, I had a construction business there.
Yeah, well, funny story. I'm going to see my dad tonight. Cindy's got a friend that I have a friend through my father.
Casey Berry. Hey,
Casey. And now I'm on your radio show today. I'm going to see him tonight. They're in Houston. You're from that area. A small world, right?
It's just too awesome. And I love baseball. Being raised in Dallas, I was a Rangers fan. I was out in the outfield plenty, and from high school on. And then, of course, the early '90s, I was living in Chattanooga and became a big Braves fan because they were like,
we're in Braves country.
They were
that's
hot
for sure.
then, yeah. And when we had small children in the '90s, we'd go to the Lookout games. But it's an exciting time for the Lookouts. And I love going to the games because, like we were sharing in the first half, it's not just about the baseball game.
No, it's all about the entertainment. It's about the time with your friends and your family. It's about the hot dog and the soda that you have there. It's about the smell of the grass and the view from the stands. And very rarely do we talk about the baseball on the field. Yes, that's why we open the gates, but it's everything else around it that we take pride in: the entertainment, the food, the fellowship, all that stuff. And it's really fun to be a part of every single night.
But at the same time, we have a great team.
We got a great team. Yeah. With 2 Southern League titles in the last 3 years. We won 91 games last year, which is a Lookouts modern era record.
Wow.
We won on a walk-off home run, and just talk about excitement and fun. It's pretty killer to be a part of.
That's awesome. And again, the first half, we kind of focused on, I wanted to know a little bit more and share a little bit more about Andrew. And we talked about the collaboration that the Lookouts kind of represent, which is a lot what I like to encourage on my platform. But let's talk more about some specific things that are coming up. First of all, though, Andrew, how many days till opening day?
61.
Woo-hoo!
61 days till opening day.
If you know Andrew, you know what I was like winking at him about there, because he's known for just shouting out how many days and getting everyone's attention and really generating a lot of excitement for opening day.
It's rare I walk in somewhere and they don't ask me how many days until opening day. So yeah, it's kind of it's been my thing now. Yeah, absolutely.
No, that's awesome. But it gets you, I'm really excited. I was only 61 days. The next time I see you, I'm going to want to know how many days.
You know it.
So what kind of things, I know you were sharing with somebody that I want to bring here in the last few minutes about the Faith and Family Night way out in July. So I know there's something every night.
Absolutely. So this year we have fireworks, 18 fireworks shows. We're doing entertainers and giveaways.
I love that. I live on the ridge, so I get to enjoy those regardless.
For free. Yeah, I love that. We say here in Chattanooga, if you blow something up, people will come out and see it. So fireworks have been a staple. We're not just doing Friday fireworks like we have in the past. There's a couple of Thursdays, opening night, a couple of Saturdays. So we're really excited about our fireworks shows. We got a lot of great entertainers. We're doing Star Wars night and superhero night again this year. We just try to have a lot of fun every single game.
You in more.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
We good?
Yeah, we're good.
I'm drifting away from you over
sorry.
here.
I know I got a little distracted. Sorry. We had some technical difficulties here, but I missed what you said, but the listener didn't. So we'll just move on.
Hey, Cliff Notes, 18 fireworks shows, entertainers, giveaways, a lot of fun to be had.
Yes.
There it is.
Wonderful. So what is, we got opening day. That's a big event in itself. So
April 5th.
Explain, let's take one type of partnership, your community partnerships.
Okay.
So tell us about community partnerships.
Yeah. So we have a couple of different ways that we get involved with, let's call it nonprofits. We'll call nonprofits our communities. So we offer our community partner of the game where they get to come set up a table at on our concourse and talk to all of our fans about all the good work they're doing through their organization.
I've participated in that, and that's a very cool thing. Through the First Tee, I'm on the board of directors for the First Tee, and it's another organization, but I was there with the First Tee, and that was really awesome because we were right there at the entrance, and there's plenty of families, and our appeal was to children, so we were able to set up and let them, do some tee shots and putt some and so forth like that. So it was really, and we ended up being able to enroll a lot of children in the program. Yeah.
Another one I want to highlight is a specific organization. It's the Hydrocephalus Association of Chattanooga.
I've heard of that.
So hydrocephalus is water on the brain. And the only way that you can cure, and there's not a cure, is you can fight it is through brain surgeries. And their campaign right now is no more brain surgeries. But we've teamed up with them. They've done fundraising. So they've got to raise money for the organization. Through that, they've been able to host their annual walk at our facility while making money for their program. And then we also teamed up with them to bring on Star Wars night. So they did our specialty themed jerseys that we then auctioned off and put proceeds back in their hands. So there's a variety of different levels of
what a
partnership.
great platform for them to get exposure for such a great cause. That's huge. And that's how I try to use my platform, is to try to get exposure for good things. And you guys are a good thing to spotlight because you're getting exposure for so many good things.
Absolutely.
Another little behind the scenes thing that I enjoyed was the musical chairs. I went with some young people that were participating in that, and I went to take pictures. But when you're behind the scenes like that, and you can kind of see the lookouts, it's not just a baseball game, it's a production.
Oh, very much so. You don't just show up and baseball happens. Someone had to make your ticket, print your ticket, sell your ticket, issue your ticket. And that's just to get in the gates. I think about all the other things that go on to orchestrate the entertainment, making sure that we fall within our time frames, getting the fans out there, getting there in a timely manner. It is absolutely a production.
Yes.
It is a show. And we put on 70 shows every single year. Wow.
And it's an excellent show. Like I said, I've got to go a lot. I've got to sit in the stands. I've got to enjoy the what are the little boxes up top?
Yeah, the suites.
The suites, yes. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I've got to enjoy the networking events in the suites. Absolutely. And getting hosted there. I haven't got to participate on the other side yet. There's like a covered area. What is that area over there?
Yeah, so that's actually my bread and butter, Cindy. So thanks for asking.
Tell me about that.
We do group outings. So whether it's family reunions, it's companies, it's your community organization, those areas all include food and beverage, and you get the reserve space. And we go from 25 to 350 guests in one area. So we have 3 different of those areas that you can choose from. Best part is you get to work with me or one of my great team members to come out and make this as easy for you as possible. You tell me how many people are coming and what day you can come out, and we just handle the rest of it for you. So it's a great way to watch the game. It's a great way to network and fellowship. It's a great way to include food with your option and just a different perspective on Lookouts baseball.
I absolutely love it. So speaking of getting to work with you, speak to our listeners right now about how to get connected with you and move forward and participating in one way or another.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a fantastic team in the office. It is absolutely not just me. Lookouts.com is a great way for information. Lookouts.com that has our game schedule, that has our group outing opportunities, that has season ticket opportunities, has my contact information. You can always reach me at the office or any one of our team members, 423-267-2208. That's 267-2208. That's the number of the office. You can ask for Andrew. You can ask for Brett, Dan, Alex, Rich, whoever you want to. You call us and we want to help you out and make this a fun, easy process this year. Or you can always email me, first initial, last name, azito@lookouts.com.
And if you missed any of that, if you don't have a pen in your hand, Cindy at cindyschoice.com. Cindy at cindyschoice.com, and I will get you connected with Andrew. Yeah. And now Andrew is so kind to, we're going to close out the show with spotlighting an organization that's near and dear to me. And Natalie Justice, if you will come on over here and join us.
Hi, Natalie.
Hello, Andrew.
Natalie and Andrew got to meet before the show, and they're already, forming a relationship to be able to work together. And the Lookouts would be a great opportunity. I'm working to spotlight the organization you're here representing, and the Lookouts are a great way to do that as well.
I think I knocked my cable out, but
I think I'm right. If
you can hear me, I can still hear you.
Okay, I can still hear you. Russell, if you can't hear us, let us know. Something just got weird with my earphones. But Natalie Justice is here, and Natalie, tell them you're with the Ooltewah United Methodist Church.
Yes, I'm the associate pastor at Ooltewah. I'm the associate pastor at Ooltewah United Methodist Church, and what I came to talk to you a little bit about today is our recovery at Ooltewah, which is on Thursdays. Every Thursday, we have a meal at 5:30, worship at 6:15, and then afterwards, there's several groups that meet. It's a great opportunity for people who are dealing with all sorts of recovery issues, not just, addictions. We have a group called Grief Share that meets at 6 o'clock, and the opportunity to talk about grief. It's just a wonderful, place where if you are struggling, that you can get the support you need.
Right. And the reason I love spotlighting them is, because of that reason. I mean, if chemical addictions aren't hard enough, but there's divorce recovery, there's cancer recovery, which I want to have you back to talk about that a little more.
Yes, it just recently started. So
quite a story there. But I've used these types of recovery programs throughout my transformation. And I didn't have a chemical addiction, but I didn't have a very stable start to life. So I wasn't making good choices. And it was leading to dead ends. And that that damage that had been done from not being able to process things that happened to me when I was younger, was a lot of the result of that. And these types of organizations is what really helped me get a direction. You know, if you don't have a direction, if you don't have a purpose, if you don't have a vision in your life, then you're going in circles. And we all know that that's the definition of insanity. Mm-hmm. And I was pretty crazy. So I decided to become a crazy Christian. And everything changed then, because that crazy started working for good. Mm-hmm. And these are wonderful programs that if people who are dealing with things, they're dealing with a lot of shame. They're dealing with a lot of guilt. They feel like they're going to be judged. And these environments are very welcoming. It's a bunch of people who've all been there, who all understand, or they're there now. And I just really want to do my part in spotlighting that type of platform and encouraging people to go. So Natalie, repeat the information again. It's
it's called Recovery at Ooltewah.
I always forget. I always want to say Ooltewah first. Recovery at Ooltewah. It's every Thursday evening.
It's every Thursday evening at Ooltewah United Methodist Church. And we start off with a meal at 5:30, worship at 6:15, and then we'll have groups meeting afterwards. Although our grief share, for instance, starts at 6. So there are some different groups. You can definitely contact the church for more information, just to get a variety what all we have there. But one of the things I would love to say about recovery is that when you walk in the door, you are welcomed.
Yes, and that's the main thing that I want to help people understand. There is a place to go, because what Cindy's choice is about is ultimately relationship. We are not put here to do things alone. We're put here for relationship. That is the centric purpose in our lives here: relationship with God, relationship with each other. And when in my dysfunctional upbringing, I did not have a healthy network of support. And that's what these services allowed. Mm-hmm. Change is hard. Oh, yeah. It's very hard. No one can do it for you. But having a healthy support network of those that can encourage you and help you stay on the right track and not judge you is crucial to you being able to hold on to that courage that it takes to change. And this is a place that you can get built up and empowered. It's still up to you. We're not saying there's an easy fix and go show up and you'll be fixed. No, it's still totally up to you. But I want to highly recommend, I know personally, Pastor Dwight Kilborn and Pastor Eric Light. Natalie is new, so I feel like she's a best friend already, because I know them and I know their choices are good. Mm-hmm. And that's the key thing. With Cindy's choice, it's like, well, why Cindy's choice? Because with I've been through a transformation of learning how to make better choices, and now my life is better.
Exactly.
And when you can learn to make better choices and get that support to stay focused, your life can be better now, better too. So it makes a difference in your life. But now what I'm excited about, it's made a difference in my life. So now I'm eager to help and make a difference in other people's lives and make a difference in my community and just make a difference overall. And that's fun. That's really fun. Yeah. And it starts with you. If you're, if you want to make that change. And a lot of people, I'm on a roll here. I want to speak out because there's a lot of people that are confused. And this was me. I did not understand why I'm a very capable person, very confident, very accomplished professionally, and, very well liked and respected. But why wasn't I getting anywhere? I could not process. Why did I keep ending at the same dead ends? And you don't recognize what hadn't been demonstrated to you before. Mm-hmm. So when I got introduced to church and these recovery centers, then I was like, oh, that's what I was missing. I didn't understand that I didn't have a healthy network of support. So some of you are out there just not understanding why you seem to be doing everything right, but nothing goes right. And there's a reason for that. And sometimes you got to dig deep to find it. But thank you, Natalie. How would people get, how do they get connected? The church is on Relocation Drive, off exit 11?
That's right. It's right behind. If you, the address is 6131 Relocation Way, and it's basically you go off. Way. It's if you see the Food City, we're behind the Food City.
That's a good way to put it.
And it's the church's number is 423-238-9216. And just to give us a call, and we'll definitely give you as much information to help you out.
And again, Cindy at cindyschoice.com. I'm glad to help you out. All right, we're down to just less than a minute, and thank you so much, Natalie. Please hug me. You're so sweet, and I want to have you back.
Hey, get her back. She's got a great story to tell, Cindy.
I know. That's what I want to have you back. Definitely. I want to have Matt back, the director of the Recovery at Ottawa was on. I'm going to have him back too. We're going to do a whole theme thing there. But I wanted to take it out with Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. One more time. It's how many days till
61 days.
61 days,
April
folks.
the 5th. Thursday, April the 5th.
Oh wow,
night.
that's 5 days before my birthday. That we have to
celebrate.
tie that in. Yeah, we have to have that sounds like an event in itself, doesn't it?
I think so.
No, definitely. April 5th, 61 days to opening day with Chattanooga Lookouts. Thank you, Andrew Zito. Thank you, Natalie Justice. And thank you, listener, for joining us here on the Cindy's Choice Show. That's a wrap.
Traffic, news, and information. Nooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4 and 92.7 FM. 3, 2, 1. Chattanooga Radio. Digital FM 95.